Park at Fort Greene, you're allowed to have your dog off the leash before 9 o'clock in the morning, and then after 9 o'clock at night. Anywhere in between 9 o'clock in the morning and 9 o'clock at night, you could receive some.
Pretty much the dogs rules. Yeah. Any other questions about dogs or anything related to the park in general? Anybody have any concerns about?
So one of the things, last meeting, some questions came up regarding dog walking and dogs being off leash and things like that within the park. So we asked Carol from the Parks Department to come out. She's the manager of Fort Greene Park to just to speak about some of the rules and regulations regarding the dogs in Fort Greene Park. So I want to thank her for coming.
Thank you very much. I also want to take this opportunity just to spread the word that if you know of any people who want to have barbecues in the park, there's only one place we can have a barbecue, down at the Myrtle Avenue and St. Edward's corner of the park. Other than that, you can have a picnic anywhere in the park as long as it doesn't involve coals and any kind of open flame. Also, if anybody wants to have any kind of events inside the park, and you have more than 20 people, you need to get a permit, a special events permit. It's a $25 application fee. You have to apply for it at least 30 days in advance, and as long as the space is available, you'll get it. So those are just two things that a lot of people don't really know about, and I'd like to just share that information. Did you have a question?
I take my kids in the park a lot, and there's a lot of broken glass around. Is there?
We're slowly getting to it. I mean, we got like probably about 100 years worth of broken glass to catch up on. So, I mean, I'm not giving you a smart ass answer either.
I'm not really complaining. I'm just pointing it out and wondering what's being done.
I spent 3 hours in an area no bigger than this by this and filled up a bucket this high of glass. You know, it's an issue. It goes back to when people would just sit in the park and the main activity was to drink your beer and see how it could smash against a particular tree. And there are a lot of spots in the park where there are no glass, and there's a lot of spots in the park where the glass is very highly concentrated. And I absolutely share your concern. And you know, with the transitional staff that we have in the park, I'm always very grateful to see that they're picking up the litter. And to get the next steps doing the glass is somewhat of a challenge, to be very honest with you. But you know, I have the volunteers working on it, and I work on it, and some of the staff works on it too. So you know, little by little, but it'll take, I would give it about 20 years.
And working there, and I go there every day. I've noticed that since Carol's been there, it's been a whole lot better.
Yeah, and that's because I'm working a lot with volunteer groups too. So like in one day, I'll get like 30 or 40 people in, work for 3 hours, and that's the equivalent of like a full week of 2 people working. So we're able to knock out certain sections. So as we work in certain sections, we'll focus on glass in that area. Then every time it rains and the dirt gets washed away, it's like an archaeological dig. There's another layer of glass underneath it. And I'm being really honest. None of this is meant as humor. It's literally, we have like 25, 30 years worth of layers of glass. It's really hard. And there's a lot of spots in the park that are fabulous. And there's other spots that get hit by new glass, like especially along the runner's trail. And I've made our staff very aware of certain spots. It's interesting how the police have like high crime areas. I have high glass areas. And I say to my staff, you know, did you check behind this bench? If I go out there and I see glass, it's going to be trouble. And sure enough, there's either glass or there's not. So, you know, we're trying our best, but I appreciate your concern very much.
Would you be willing to, like, from the DA's office, we have the community service guys. Would you be willing to take on some of our guys?
Unfortunately, I don't have the ability to do that.
Okay.
The whole park's full-time staff is myself, a CPW, and a gardener. And with the 17 transitional staff members, it's kind of, my hands are really filled with them and managing the park. I would love to.
Yeah.
But if they came with a supervisor, I would do it in a minute.
Leave it up to you guys to supervise.
Sorry.
We could just give you the manpower, but I mean, and that goes for almost any other group. If you need that service that's there, but we kind of rely on you to supervise them. We will give you manpower to clean up certain areas, block. If you have a block party, things like that. So.
Any other questions, Charlene? And then Freddie? Music in the hall.
Oh, we have music in the park. Don't worry. I'm really sorry. We have. Well, we've done it with the community because there are very clearly 2 camps. There's the I want quiet all the time. That's my camp. And then there's the I want to party all the time. So, as a way of being fair to the various users in the park, what we've done is we've made an arrangement that during the summer months, that's when the most demand is for sound, we only have one sound permit given out per weekend day. So if there's a Saturday event, there's no Sunday event.
No, I'm talking about, Make Music New York, Markowitz with the, they used to have it on
Afro-funk?
Tuesdays.
Oh, for Green Fest?
Yeah, they used to have it on Tuesday, are they gonna do that?
Well, the Fort Greene Park Conservancy is going to be running children's music every Wednesday from like 9 o'clock, about 10 o'clock in the morning. There's going to be an adult program once a month in the evening. There's going to be the Summer Soul Disco DJ event at the Monument 2 nights in July. There's another guy doing it 2 nights. There's another woman doing it 2 nights. There's going to be a jazz concert 2 nights. Fort Greene Fest is definitely taking off as far as I know so far. Make Music New York, which is going to be an installation throughout all of New York City, where there's going to be pianos installed in public spaces. Fort Greene Park is one of very few parks to get 2 pianos. We're going to be getting 2 of those pianos starting on June 21st-ish, longest day of the year. We'll get it there for two months. Those pianos will be opened up for people to play music. That's going to be very exciting. I'm reaching out to some very talented piano players in the Fort Greene area, so we're not going to just have like people clinking our keys. We're going to have people really rocking on our keys.
Okay, one more question. Commodore Barry,
Mm-hmm.
that park is it's not utilized a lot,
Mm-hmm.
so can we like get some of that?
You mean try to shuffle our Fort Greene activity
Yeah,
to any moment? I would be so happy to, believe me. Every time I get a call, like, and how about Commodore Barry Park? Yeah, I feel the same way, but you know what it is? There's a lot of precedence has been set that Fort Greene is a spot to be. It's a high visibility spot. People know how to get there. It's a little bit easier transportation-wise, but we have, we're working on it. I agree with you on that one. You have my support.